tells them that they should be in black and white like they're on the slave plantation. And so she's calling the N-words. One worker was frustrated, simply picked up her phone and recorded her statements and sent them in. Now, I said that to say this. A lot of people, she's lost her endorsements. She's lost her renewed contract for the Food Network. They're talking about protesting her restaurant at the casino. All these kind of things are going on. Now, I have two things to say about that. Number one, I understand that we as black people, on different occasions, we call each other niggas. I understand that. Yeah. And a lot of times it's simply in jokingly ways or so forth. And so a lot of people have been saying that we can't get mad at her because we disrespect ourselves and all of that type of thing. It's one thing to call somebody a nigga, but it's a whole nother animal to bring up slavery and plantation work to another black person. That's something that we don't do. We might call each other the N-word from time to time, but never are we going to conduct each other and talk to each other as slaves. Talking about plantation. That is a sensitive area. And even when we joking, we don't bring that mess up. We might use the N-word, but you go on a whole nother level, you start talking about slavery and plantation and stuff. That's something we don't do to each other. And so if we don't do that to each other, that is impossible that we are going to sit here and let another individual say that. Can I get a witness in here? So in other words, I'm not upset too much about the N-word. What bothers me is bringing up slavery and plantation. You gonna go back to 400 years of oppression that we face. Chopping cotton, not getting a dime. Not getting a dime. Sitting here working for the other folk, and they work us to death, and we have nothing. Raping our wives, raping our daughters. Can I get a witness in here? And you gonna bring up some mess like that and expect everything to be fine? She got on the morning show this morning, crying and her face so red, her jaw shaking, looked like she about to have a heart attack on TV. Saying that if you've never done anything in your life that is wrong, if you've never said anything in your life that is wrong, please grab a stone and throw it at me as hard as you can. Yeah. Then try to bring the Bible in it, mother. You know, I wasn't able to throw no rock at my TV. I wasn't able to throw a rock at my iPhone, Apple Saints. I was not able. Can I get a witness in here? I wasn't able to throw a rock, my God, at any kind of screen, Android or Apple. Yeah. But the point is, she said under oath that she did say it. And in court, she said under oath that she did say it. Now, suddenly on the show, she said that she hadn't said it in 30 years. Because it was a black man that had a pistol to her head and was robbing her. She said that was the only time she said it. But she just admitted that she said it to the workers. It's amazing how stories change when you're not under oath. You can't be guilty of perjury when you're not on the stand. So my problem is, I just think that she went too far in that aspect. But to give you another synopsis of it, if, in fact, she said it that time, imagine how many times she said it before when a camera wasn't around. One of my friends pointed something out to me that in most of our high-class restaurants, none of the waiters or waitresses are black. The only black people are the ones in the kitchen.
I'm cooking.
Because they know we can cook.
That's it.
And the other ones are the ones that are the bus boys. And they want you to hurry up and get through busting that table
Yes.
before the rest of the folk come. Yeah. Because I guess they feel like if they see too many of us, they won't be no tip on the table.
That's right.
I said all that to say this, and I hope this part is getting on there. Regardless of what your personal feelings might be, Paula Dean, from what I understand, is an excellent cook, has a great restaurant. But you got to understand what platform you stand on. You can't say everything that comes to your mind when you're on a platform.
Come on.
Wherever you are. Now, let's rewind back. Roland Martin on CNN. He stated that a young man on a Hanes commercial during the Super Bowl looked like a faggot. All of these gay rights activists go to marching. They tell CNN that he needs to be fired. He needs to do a public apology and all of that kind of thing. And so he makes an apology. But I told Roland Martin myself, I sent him an inbox message. I said, I don't have any problem with you speaking your mind. And the freedom of speech is wonderful when it's not applying to your platform.
Right.
You don't know how many folk that's working on the agency you work in that feels differently than what you say. And a lot of them folk control your job. So why would I get up and speak my mind when it can put me in a position where I lose everything I got? It's different. You sitting around the barbershop eating chicken and eating pizza. You know what I mean? But you standing on a platform.